Good evening, everybody. I'm going to read from the beginning of this tragic event. But at approximately 11:45 p.m. on June 12th, 2021, Washington State Patrol troopers responded to a multiple vehicle collision southbound I-5 just south of the Spokane Street on-ramp. The collision was blocking all but the HOV lane with minor injuries involved. It's important to note that the weather conditions at the time were raining very heavy in the impacting traffic. This collision caused a lengthy backup, and at approximately 1:18 a.m., about 90 minutes later, WSP Communications received the 911 call about a three-car collision that occurred in the backup southbound I-5 near Columbian Way. At 1:19 a.m., another 911 call was received advising that a pedestrian at the scene was struck by another vehicle. Troopers arrived at 1:24 a.m. and performed life-saving efforts until relieved by medics from the Seattle Fire Department. A short time later, medics confirmed that the pedestrian had died as a result of the collision. Through the investigation, it was later determined that the pedestrian was an off-duty officer from the Seattle Police Department, since identified as Alexandria Lexi Harris, age 38 and a 5-year veteran of SPD. Troopers were initially unable to positively identify Harris, who was mistakenly believed to have been associated with one of the vehicles involved based on witness accounts. And it wasn't until several hours later that troopers located a wallet within the scene and were able to assist the King County Medical Examiner in positively identifying Officer Harris and her employment with the Seattle Police Department. Subsequent investigation revealed that Officer Harris had just completed her shift, left SPD's West Precinct, and was heading home driving her personal vehicle. Officer Harris came across the three-car collision that was blocking the HOV lane, positioned her car behind the scene, activated her four-way flashers, and began rendering assistance to the scene, including requesting an aid car for people that were injured in that collision. Officer Harris was subsequently struck and killed as she was assisting at the scene. That driver remained at the scene, and that portion of the collision remains under active investigation. It was later discovered that one of the drivers from the initial three-car collision had fled the scene using Officer Harris's personal vehicle prior to troopers arriving. Officer Harris' vehicle was found abandoned later that morning of the 13th in the Georgetown area of Seattle. It is currently being held for evidence. In the days following this incident, numerous WSP detectives, along with assistance from multiple other local and federal agencies, including members of the Seattle Police Department, actively searched for the suspect that stole Officer Harris's vehicle. WSP is here to announce that today at 9:22 p.m., the WSP and SPD SWAT team arrested Roger Lee Owens Jr., a 49-year-old male from Seattle, at a hotel in the Eastgate area of Bellevue for felony hit and run, theft of a motor vehicle, possessing stolen property, possessing a stolen firearm, and identity theft. There were at least 6 other arrests made over the course of the past several days as this investigation unfolded. These arrests were unrelated to the theft of Officer Harris's vehicle, and additional arrests are expected as this investigation continues. One of those 6 arrests was initially believed to have been the primary suspect of the investigation, but investigators quickly realized this individual, while a close associate of the suspect, was not involved in the theft. That arrest redirected the course of this investigation to the suspect that was arrested a short time ago. Regretfully, that led to some information indicating the primary suspect of this investigation had been arrested, when in fact that was not the case. As well-intentioned on everyone's part the release may have been, and to the extent this information created any confusion with our media partners or the public, I sincerely apologize on behalf of the WSP and particularly to the media outlet involved. Hundreds, if not thousands, of motorists drove by this collision scene that was blocking a lane of a darkened freeway and in very heavy rain. Of those, only one took the time to call 911 and report the collision or the freeway blockage. Officer Lexi Harris, having just completed her shift with SPD minutes before, drove upon and stopped at the scene. Although Officer Harris wasn't wearing the SPD uniform, she was no doubt continuing to carry out her public safety responsibilities, something she was absolutely under no obligation to do, but did so for one simple reason: that's who she was. Officer Harris's last act on this earth was delivering respectful, professional, and dependable police services to the citizens of Seattle, as she had for the previous 5 years. It's with heavy hearts the WSP extends our thoughts and prayers to the family of Officer Harris and the men and women of the Seattle Police Department. WSP detectives continue to investigate the circumstances leading up to the collision that claimed Officer Harris's life and are still seeking additional witnesses to come forward. Anyone with information on the collision is asked to contact us using the same number as provided before, 425-401-7742. Now take any questions that there may be.